All right. Good morning, everyone. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for coming. This is Ben's Brick Designs. I'm Ben. Thank you for being here. If you're new, thanks for dropping by. Did anyone, hello, Greg. Hello, Johnny. Did anyone see what I posted on Discord? Probably, but I haven't looked at Discord in the last couple minutes. So let's check it out. Oh, you got Baradur. Oh no, you're posting. Hey, it's the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. Is that the newest set? That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that was a thing. Is that yours or? Hello, Missy. Anyway, on Discord is some photos of the bridge in Khazad-dûm with the Balrog and Gandalf. So if you want to go see some pictures of that, go over there. I can't show it and I can't technically look at it because I'm not supposed to be looking or disseminating leaks. So that's just me. I can't do that. Anyway, happy Mother's Day. Everybody make sure to call your mom if you haven't already. And I hope you are at least able to talk to your mom or have breakfast with them or take them out or buy them a present. If you still have your mom, if not, a grandma, maybe your sister who is a mom, make sure that they know. All the moms in your world, make sure you wish them happy Mother's Day. So I did call my mom this morning and talked for about 45 minutes about stuff. So she says hi to everybody. So today we're building what I think everybody in the world is building. We're building a Rebrickable redesign of the bamboo tree, the Lego bamboo tree set, into an Ent, Treebeard. Now, this has been making the rounds. It was posted on our Lego on subreddit. And everybody's talking about it. Somebody actually asked me if I had seen it on Friday, a coworker, and I'm like, I hadn't. I'm not on Reddit every day, so this kind of went under the radar for a day or two. Yeah, so I was like, you know what? I have this set. I needed to build something for our lug anyway, like flower or tree related. And we got some tree seed parts. I was like, this would be a great idea. Plus, it'll give me something to talk about with new people in our group about Rebrickable and how you can take something that you've already got and turn it into something else. So that's what we're going to get started today. I'm going to rush into it because I don't know how long this is going to take. I've never quite done this before. But the instructions are free until like tomorrow. Or today at some point. This is going to not be free anymore. And then after that, I highly recommend you paying the €5 to get the instructions. I think it's going to be a fun build, and I may just buy something else of theirs to offset it. What did my kids do for Mother's Day? Well, I don't know. I haven't talked to them yet. Rowan, the oldest, is in Oklahoma until later today, and then I don't know where the youngest is. So they're of an age now where they have to kind of do that themselves. I can't wake them up and have them make breakfast for mom anymore. So all right. So here's the maker of this is Vanestream. And I'll put this in the chat. You should be able to go get this if you really wanted it. Again, if you get it after today, it'll be €5, which is like $6 probably. Totally worth it. This looks amazing. It also looks like you can do alternate builds with this same tree as well, like a tree house, but we're going to get started on this. So the first thing we have to do, I do have my hobbits. I've got Merry and Pippin here ready to go. Pulled them off of the what's it called? Rivendell. I have to take this apart now. I messed up, so I've got all my pieces in here. This is the dirt, the rocks from the tree, and this is all the cherry blossoms. Now I had messed up, and I thought that I had kept my regular, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start pulling this apart. I thought I'd kept the bag of green parts separate, like I put them in a Ziploc bag somewhere, and I didn't, and I panicked yesterday because I was getting ready for the stream today, and it was all like none of it. I usually put extra parts. I have a bin over here. So like, for example, if you bought the Porsche, there are 2 builds for the Porsche. One of which being the turbo and the other being the 911. Well, they're both 911. One's like a 911 turbo and one's 911 sport or something. One's a convertible and one's not, basically. Oh, this stream is going to be forever if I've got to get these slopes out of here. I thought this was going to be easy. So I have all the extras over there, but I couldn't find it, and I was like, oh, maybe I sorted it all back into my stash. That's exactly what I did. So first thing when you do any mock like this is you either have to take it all apart so you know what pieces you're working with, or you know what pieces you have, and you can just modify it. You can take just the pieces you want off and go from there. So if you give me just a minute, I have to go turn the air conditioner off. Beth has been getting kind of hot at night, so I cranked the AC down really low. And when it's supposed to be 68 in the house and your air conditioner is trying to do 20 degrees below what it is outside, it's really hard to get that temperature. So it's just been blowing all day. And the vent is right there and it just blows right on me. And it's a little obnoxious. Playing Doom Eternal. I would love a Doom Slayer helmet. Sounds like a reason to do a mock of your own. Other than the Bridge of Khazad-dûm thing that Greg posted in Discord, I don't know that there's any new stuff since Thursday. But this set actually seems to be, this remodel seems to be big on everybody's list. So if you can get it, great. I don't know that we'll get through all of it today because, again, I'm taking all this apart. But I kind of wanted to go through the process as though I really just did find this on Rebrickable, because I think that's important. I don't often do like a, hey, let's take this set apart. But I need to. Those things I save for on the super rare chance I'm invited to somebody else's stream and I just need to be on camera doing something. That's when I would take a set apart, because I can do it mindlessly without really paying attention. And it's still Lego related. So, all right, those are all taken apart. The tree itself is just attached in here. I forgot about the brown shield pieces. That's gonna be rad. So I'm gonna try to keep these as knolled as possible. But I realize I may run out of space for all the different types of pieces. So how's everyone doing on this Mother's Day? What are your plans for today? Are you gonna hang out with your mom? If your mom is still with us, I know we're getting to that age, at least I am, where some of our moms may not be around. I understand that. So I apologize if I do the whole, what are you doing with your mom today? Nothing, my mom's dead. Okay, well, I'm sorry. What about your sister, cousin, who may be a mom? Like, I'm not doing anything with the ladies today because I don't know where they are. I think one of them's still out of town. Me and my little sister taking my mom out. That's awesome. Oop, I started on the stand without actually getting all the way through the tree. Let's get through the tree first. Try to keep these as separate as possible. I realize doing a stream on Mother's Day is probably not a great idea, but it's Sunday, man. It's when I do stuff. Okay, cool. Nice. Feel like Marky Mark. Hey, tell your mom I said hi. Tell your mom hi for me. Also, I call him Marky Mark and not Mark Wahlberg. That's weird. These were the seed parts. Actually, no, these aren't the seed parts that we got. I was gonna say, I think we got these seed parts, but we didn't. We got the extended horn dragon tail thing. I want to steal these rope vine pieces for Horizon Zero Dawn ruins. These are great. They look like old wiring. But I feel like they're going to be used here again. And of course, as always, the really rad macro-ronies. Which I feel are going to be used for legs or something. We'll find out soon enough. Got some Technic bits there. And this is going to be the pièce de résistance, because I think that's going to be Treebeard's nose. Little brown frog. Gonna go right there. Zisu, hello. How are you? Hope you're doing well. We're talking about Mother's Day and if you were doing anything special with your mom, if you still have access to a mom. I have this out too because this set has been sitting on a shelf. So I've been trying to kind of dust it as I go. Okay. There's gonna be different Technic pieces. How are you doing? How's your Sunday? You're doing well? I'm okay. I had a pretty decent weekend. We went out to do some more Barks for Beers on Friday for happy hour. And then yesterday was just, I think it was just a chill day. Like, I'm trying to remember what I did yesterday and I don't think we did anything like major. There was a soccer game, Austin FC, and they of course lost and they looked terrible. They didn't even like really look good. Whereas the game before there was like 10 minutes of brief, like, oh wow, look, they look actually really good. The connecting passes and making the shots. This wasn't any of that. They just looked like they have for the past couple years, and it's just sad. So anyway, so I'm kind of bummed about that. I can tell you that officially a member of our lug and I want to say personal friend because I feel like we're friends. Justin, Brady Joyner from Brady Joyner Bricks, is going to be on season 5 of Lego Masters. So starting next week, when you watch it, that'll be when he's on, and he'll be partnering with, I think his name is John Wells, and I think John is from Houston. He was a very nice person who I saw at Brick Rodeo. He had a giant cactus right in front of my display, and he was going around and personally like talking to everybody he could and making everybody feel welcome and everything. So he's a very good person, and Justin's awesome as well. So if you watch Lego Masters, keep an eye on that. Justin will be on this time, so that's very cool. Driving over to visit my mother soon. Very cool. I don't think I have. Oh yeah, I got those guys over there. Those guys over here. Those guys here. Don't have those guys yet. Excuse me. So I'm going to hit this with the... So if you need to dust your Lego, I highly recommend either watercolor brushes, big fat watercolor brushes like that, or makeup brushes, something that's very soft and the bristles aren't very stiff. Because this will get the dust off and it won't scratch your bricks and it won't scuff them. It won't take the shine off of tiles like a toothbrush or something like that. So keep that in mind if you're getting ready to dust anything. I have a feeling some of the stand may go together the same way, but I'm going to take it all apart. I'm going to keep the wheels in there though. I'm not going to take all that apart. The rest of this I will take apart. Yep. They're definitely going for people who have high YouTube, Instagram accounts. Which is fine, you know, it makes it so they can also talk about the show because they've got kind of built-in advertising. All they have to do is, you know, get a person who's got millions of subscribers or whatever, and it's instantly, you don't even have to put anything out about it because you'll have a lot of people watching it. Killer Rabbit of Carabanog. Do you know that I can buy a genuine metal replica of King Arthur's version of Excalibur as seated Monty Python in the Holy Grail? Asked 3 times. I did not know that. Oh, do you know anywhere I could buy it? No, I don't. I have a friend who's into... I have several friends who are Ren Fair people who are into swords. But I personally don't have any idea. A genuine metal replica. I would start with someplace like, look at Adam Savage's channel Tested. He does a lot of work with, a lot of his shows are from a prop place where they auction props off from movies, and they very likely would have something like that, but that might give you an idea of like a place to start, like who would have this prop, if it's for auction, if it's just in storage. Other than that, maybe check out Pinterest and see if anybody's got like replicas or something. Like if you're looking for the actual prop used in the movie, that might be harder. But if you just want a replica, I'm sure someone's made one. But I don't know offhand. Sort of not my area of expertise, as it were. And I'm running out of space, and I really hope that we can get to the actual building soon. Got one more stand to take apart. But the taking apart, took 20 minutes. Still got to do the base, and then we should be good. Replicas. You want replicas. You don't want like the original thing. Thanks for being here, by the way. I hope that you have a good rest of your day and are able to find the replica that you want. All right, these are different. Yeah, I had a friend at work who was like, "Hey, did you know this was a thing?" And I said, "I did not." It always bothers me. I'm such a Lego nerd and snob that and this is while I was on Facebook more heavily. I got really annoyed when people would post the same things on my feed and be like, "Have you seen this?" And I was like, "Yes, I've seen it a million times. You're the 13th person today that's sent me that thing," right? And now that I don't have a Facebook or Instagram account, I'm like, I'm upset that somebody else found something that I didn't know about. I'm like, man, I feel like I'm out of the loop Lego-wise now that I've got rid of some of that social media stuff, but do what I can. So yeah, I just found out about this Friday, and going through even Blue Sky, there was all these people who were like, guess what I'm building this weekend? And it's, you know, pictures of the bonsai tree, and I'm like, are you gonna have some small hobbits in there? And they're like, yes. I'm like, okay. Oh, I'm running out of room here. I'm gonna consolidate. I don't quite want to do that just yet. Need another little bucket. I'll get some of this out of the way here. Maybe I'll just make some more room over here. Everyone reposts everywhere, and it's like, already saw it. Post something original. Yeah. Well, and I feel bad about, because now people are going to be posting this because if Barad-dûr is out and the Hobbit set was just released, the bag end was a big deal for a while. People are going to see this and want to post it and then not have a way to post it or build it because they're not going to pay the $5 or the $6 or whatever to get the instructions. But the people who will have will be posting it all over the place. And thanks, fly. Just land right there. It's just going to be everywhere. I don't know why I say I feel bad. It's just going to happen. So if anybody wanted to see a table full of reconstructed or deconstructed and knolled bonsai tree, this is what we got going on now. And I'm going to hit this with the brush real quick. It's funny because sometimes you don't think certain pieces are uncovered because they've got other pieces over them. But then you start taking it all apart and you're like, how did that get dust on it? I'm glad a build like this is out and it's very cool and simple. And I wish the original designer a lot of luck and success on this, because this is a really perfect way to get people kind of into making their own MOCs. I think this is a really good introduction to how to make your own stuff, because it's just with pieces that you already have. Everybody and their brother has the bonsai tree. And now everybody and their brother can make a Treebeard. So I think that's very cool. And it gives them the confidence to be able to do that. To say, look what I can do. And maybe come out of the, you know, the a fall closet, as it were. And start doing their own things. I think that'd be great. And that's kind of what I want to talk about at our meeting next, is feeling okay with doing that. You know, being like, yeah, I can. It's not mine. I didn't come up with the idea, but I still am able to. Ooh, God, I know these are newer brown plates, but I still feel like they are a little dodgy. Like they still sound like they've got that click in them. I was going to get 2 bonsai trees because I'm not going to have room to build once this is all done. There are 2 versions. You can have the the cherry blossom version or the green version. And I had the green version for a long time, just sitting by my desk, and then decided, hey, I want to do the cherry blossom version. So I did that, and I thought I kept all the pieces separate, but I didn't. But it's fine. These guys go here, there. All right, hopefully I've given myself enough time and space to start building. So this is the deconstructed. The only thing I didn't take apart were these, but I looked through it and it didn't need any of these. But if I do, they're right here. And these are all the tiles from the dirt gravel thing that's in the set as well. Those are also just going to be off to the side here, because I think this is mostly the green tree part. So give myself a half hour to do this, so let's get to going. And again, the instructions are wonderful. They've got the watermark down here so they're not stolen, but it's also kind of on crinkled paper, so it looks like the map of it's not Arda. What is the Westlands? Middle Earth. It's Middle Earth. Which is weird because Middle Earth is the planet, but also not the planet, but it's also just that land. And north of it's like Belariand or something. There were some instructions on the website about latest instructions being missing certain pieces or changed up, so hopefully we don't run into too many problems while we're doing this. I have faith in my fellow designers. Yes, Middle Earth borders Ohio. That's absolutely right. It borders Springfield too, where the Simpsons are. Pitch over. All right, we got one of these, 2 of those. Too long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 10. Where are my 8s? I don't have an 8 plate. Oh, is this like plus you include your own stuff? I wasn't aware that I'd be doing that. Unless that's dark brown. Oh, that's dark brown. Okay. Hard to tell from the instructions, but that's dark brown. I have lots of that. I'm like, that's not really rebrickable if I have to go get my own pieces. Ohio man, Hobbit would definitely make headline. Ohio man. Hairy-footed dude, drunk on bath salts. Those two. So this actually should go pretty quick because all the pieces are out here, and I'm pretty good with instruction going. So this might be pretty quick, but don't know. We shall see. So this is here. And we've got light nougat, so I will be dipping into the dots over here. Yeah, it really does, especially if it's next to a light reddish or a reddish brown. You're like, what is that supposed to be? But now that we're aware of it, we can see it just fine. So I'm still playing Clair Obscur Expedition 33. I love video games like that. That's like 7 words as a title. It's very anime. And I had to go watch a YouTube video because I'm an old man. Not on how to play it, but there is a build out mechanism that the wording is a little obtuse and it's hard to I kind of dumbed my way into doing everything right, but there's the things that it's an RPG basically. It's a turn-based RPG, and you have characters that have weapons and skills and some other things, and you can apply passive abilities to them, and you can give them active abilities. And the way they kind of categorize passive and active is a little like it takes your brain took my brain a little bit to figure it out. But once I did, I was like, oh, this is cool. And I had to go watch a YouTube video on how to do it. Because I'm like, I'm not grasping what they're asking me. And the tutorial in the game is a little like, it pops up on screen for a hot second. And then you're like, oh, okay, but then what? And they're like, don't worry about it. I'm like, okay. So I'm just like, if something's lit, I click it. If it looks active, I click it, and then it changes stuff. I'm like, I don't know, maybe that's right. I'm not dying, so I guess that's okay. But I felt like, I feel like I'm leaving cash on the table. I feel like I'm leaving abilities going unsaid or unused. And my problem with RPGs like this is it's so crunchy with details that you really could play for an hour and maybe not even go through one fight, because most of the time you're tweaking the cards and making sure that you're getting the most out of everything that's in your ability. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It said 8, but I don't see where the 8th one went. There's 1. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's no 8 on here, unless I'm missing something. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, in here. Cool. Yeah, so it's very crunchy. If you like RPGs, I think you'll like this a lot. It's beautiful. It's a really pretty game. Dark tan, olive green. And I've turned on the French language part of it, so I can learn my French while I'm playing. It doesn't match up with the it doesn't lip sync the French. So if it lip syncs the English, but you can hear the French. And then I've got subtitles in English, so I can kind of like, I don't miss anything. Like I want to be able to practice, but I also don't want to miss important stuff. But it's a very pretty and fun and like kind of heart-wrenching game to begin with. There was a part at the beginning that was like, oh man, really? That seems painful. Okay. And I'll probably do that the rest of the day, actually. I'll do some chores while I'm waiting or while I'm playing. One more of these tiles. I miss a step up here. Nope. Just goes right there. Okay. All right, we've got a stand here. So I'm doing this times 2. Yeah, yesterday's awesome FC game was terrible. We looked so bad. I think the game was only 2-1. It's not like we got really smoked, but just we didn't look. Sorry, not we. They didn't look great. No fire, no passion. They just looked like they were playing keep away for 90 minutes. And then get kind of confused why they're not doing better. Their goal output is ridiculously low for this season, and I was telling Beth, I was like, if it weren't for the fact that I've got a tattoo, it's like I'm contractually obligated to cheer for this team now. But I was talking to my mom, who's still up in Colorado, and she's a kind of a baseball fan. She's a Colorado Rockies fan, which sucks worse, because apparently they're even more terrible. If you have inventory version 1 of the bonsai set, you won't have these pieces. You will additionally need 2 times this part here and 2 times this part in step 23 to build this MOC as shown. Although they are not structurally necessary, and having them out will hardly be visible in the completed model. Yeah, they're right. I don't have these squares. So let me go grab them. 2 here and 2 later. I forget sometimes that there's different versions of the builds. Like, you may not have those pieces. So that's good to know. So make sure going into this, because I don't know who would have got version 2, or not version 1, but you will need to get a couple 2x2 plates. You need to get 4 2x2 plates. And there's your stand. It's a little pokey outy on the edge there, but I'm all right with it. It also doesn't feel... This is not an official Lego set. I don't even know why I'm trying to, you know, be snobby about it. I'm like, well, it's a little, you know, somebody made it with the pieces they have. Of course it's going to be like this. Am I doing... Okay, not multiples. We get our macaronis. Make sure to twist them. Lego snob. I know, I'm the worst. I think a field full of these, just like that, because it looks like a open mouth at the end. If you just had like a giant field of these like this, like worms sticking up, I think would be rather terrifying. Somebody should do that as a mock. All right. Clip. Swivel plate, a couple of these guys. Yeah, I luckily was able to go back and I hadn't used any of these pieces for anything else, but I think I actually used them for my Horizon Zero Dawn thing, but I was able to put them all back. Oh, and full marks for them, you know, covering seams and making it so pieces don't fall off. That's high praise. Good job. There's somebody who knows what building is going to be like. All right, cool. Little tree on the side there. All right, this is going to be more stuff on the top, I think. So let's go. Haven't even got to the Treebeard part yet, but we will. We will. I don't really have anything to do today, so even if I go over today, I'm gonna go until this is done. If it's in 2 hours, great. If not, I'm just gonna go till it's finished. I got nowhere else to be, and I don't want to leave y'all with an unfinished product. I do that for you. Again, with this dark brown. Flip over. I like the guide for the. I'm gonna bring this up so you can see it. It's got this guide here that tells you the colors of the dots and which ones are being used in this step. That's attention to detail right there. That's really, really nice. So full marks for them doing that. I don't think it matters terribly which ones you use, but I mean, if you want it to look like what they've built and you like following instructions, then by all means do it that way. So there was another Lego related news thing. Oh, the Space Baby is actually out. I know Zissou was asking about that the other day. There's actually now photos of it circulating. So May 15th, which is like in a couple days, and should be timed with the launch of the shuttle and plane set. There's also coming out the Mario Kart, like the UCS Mario Kart, basically. And the GWP for that is going to be a blue shell, a blue Koopa shell, turtle shell, like the game has with throwing it to seek out the first place racer. So that's going to be your GWP. All right, man, take care. Yeah, probably from the front. Like, if it looks probably fine from the front. So have a good rest of your day. Say hi to your mom. Say hi to your mom for me. I am not a Mario Kart person, so it matters not to me. But I get that people are passionate about that, so I hope they can find peace. Oh, love me some allergies, man. Getting around some serious snot building here. Where are my... I think it's just that. See Yins. Yins is so funny. I know y'all is probably funny to you, but to me that's still a moderate response because it's a contraction of you all. I have no idea where Yins comes from. I think it's funny. So I wasn't sure if these were the right colored parts. There's like a green and then a lighter green. I can't tell in this if it's different or not, but it should be fine. And I think these are going to be mushrooms. Hey, lady, where do you think you're going? I have to keep a special eye on you because you're not in your crate, and I don't want you to go poop somewhere. So if you disappear, you're going to have to go into your crate. That's all there is to it. All right, yeah, you just sit right there. Oh, I do need flowers. Okay. So I'm excited to take all these apart because all the pink frogs. But also the smaller tree leaves are nice, the white. If you get black branches with white tree leaves, it's stunning. It's really great. It looks like an anime movie or something. Turn it around. Log and a single orange or nougat. And then we got a jumper and a flower. I'm gonna need more flowers. And what else? It says a leaf, but where's the leaf go? I don't see it. Well, it says a leaf, but I don't see a leaf. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah. I just don't want to cover up whatever I'm doing here. So there's notes on the instructions too. Change log. New 1x2 plate not visible in step. Jumper plate in step 1 switch to... Okay, so we're not there yet. It doesn't say which step, so... All right. Well, not in the instructions, so I'll have to make a note of that. Yeah, it says it's in here, but I have a feeling it goes on this jumper and we just didn't include it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on there. And if that gets in the way, then we'll change it. This is fun. I like this. I haven't really done any of this. Like, I don't generally build other people's stuff. Well, I say that, and I've got a handful of microfighters that I've done, but I think that was before I started kind of doing my own models. Like, I built a bunch of people's instructions for microfighters, and not even that. Like, I would, before I really found Rebrickable and everything, I would just find Flickr images of people's models, and okay, yeah, now it says put something else over there. So I don't know what this is for. But I would find Flickr models and kind of try to... Oh, that's kind of hard to get in under there. I would put this flower on after, honestly. And reverse engineer it as best I could. And if I could get in touch with the designer, I would say, hey, I'm looking to make your thing. Do you still have it together? Or, you know, I don't necessarily need instructions unless you have some, but if you don't, do you have photos from different angles? And then I can take care of the rest. And then as I, you know, got more into designing my own stuff, it would drive me crazy. For whatever reason, it would really drive me crazy when I post a new model and the first thing that happens is people going, do you have instructions? And I have to remember, because that's what I did when I was, you know, yeah, see, it says it's got another flower on it somewhere. Oh, you can't see it. It's over here somewhere. And I bet you because so I think it's on this side, but you can't see it. I think it was meant to go on this step, and then I got moved to that step. So because when you come down here and flip it over, it's right there. And I think on that one, so let's put it there. Second one, maybe? Yeah. And this will be white dots here. And here. And I appreciate the the dead-on instruction so you can see where it actually goes. Click into place at an angle. All right, so got my tree, got this, and I click it into place at an angle. Oh, and that came off. But this probably wasn't on there like that. Maybe like that. Cool. So like that. Bob's your uncle. Okay, I think we're into figure territory, so I'm gonna try to figure out where to put this so it's out of the way. I think this is the first leg going on here. So yeah, now that we know that the Space Baby is official for the GWP, that's probably gonna really skew my decision to buy that shuttle set like day of. My hope is that we also don't get our lug bulk like that week, because that's going to be a problem. Was this? Yeah, okay. Just another jumper there. I like how we're using jumpers as just like 1x2 plates, because there weren't a whole lot of 1x2 plates. Okay. Can't tell how far down that is. 1x2 brick. A lot of jumper on jumper action here. Do I have one of those? Oh yeah, okay. All right, so we're building Lord of the Rings stuff. What? I know it's Mother's Day, but we've talked about Mother's Day already. What, of the 3 theatrical releases, and you can specify extended or not, but what is your favorite of the Lord of the Rings movies? Which one of the 3 is your favorite, and why? I will say I like all of them. They're all great. Like, even I would view them as a singular 6-hour masterpiece of fantasy filmmaking. But I'm partial to the Two Towers. I really like the Two Towers. I think because I feel like Return of the King is the grandeur. It's the penultimate. It's the end of the story. The Fellowship is unique in that it sets everything up. You're introduced to the characters. It's an eye-opening experience to see the whole world, as it were. And it's fun, to watch. But in terms of like story construction and acting and whatnot, I really like the Two Towers. I think that's probably my favorite. I think the guy who plays Theoden is amazing. He does a wonderful, wonderful job. Was this supposed to be on that? Oh, I see. See, you didn't tell me to put this on there last time. Oh, you did. Okay. I've got to slow down and read instructions. All right, something's not lining up. Do I have another slope over here? All right, my brain is not mathing right. Oh, it's up here. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh, we're getting squirrely with tiles. We're just putting tiles on edge in between studs, which means this is going to be a fragile build. It's like mushrooms sticking out of the side of branches or out of the side of the trees. It's a good look. That's really cool. Clever. That's what we call being clever. Okay. That was dark tan. That's correct. Flip it over again. Get one of these guys. We've got a lot of these jumpers, and we're putting them at angles. Some of them. Hey, don't miss out on whatever deals we have here at... Yeah, this is going to be a problem. These guys are going to be delicate while I'm flipping this over constantly to get the pieces in here. So while you're building, these are going to be an issue because they're just barely in there. So be careful of that. Oh, is there another one up here? Yep. And then a third one. That. Okay, put that aside for a second. Subassembly inside a subassembly. Yo, dog, I hear you love subassemblies. Well, this is a treat. I'm really enjoying this. I hope everybody is able to get a hold of this. It's not often I get to build somebody else's model. Only because I feel like if they can do it, I can do it. So why am I not just going ahead and doing it? But you absolutely should take a chance on somebody else's model every once in a while. I say that fully knowing that I've got kind of an online friend with Darth Designer who does a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Military craft, and I absolutely think everybody should give his models a shot. So because they look amazing, and he takes painstaking care in making sure that they are to scale. So very important to him that they all look proper and fit the right scale. And you know, whatever scale that is, if he's 1 to 100, 1 to 20 something, it's going to be that. So very good stuff. You can check him out. Yeah, it's going good so far. I'm enjoying this. And we got dark gray here, or dark brown. There were so many jumpers on the last one that I didn't have to use jumpers for this all over the place. But stacking them and offsetting them gives it kind of a tree bark feel. So that's kind of fun. I do believe I'm developing a bit of a headache, which either means I don't have enough caffeine or I'm dehydrated. Or there's a storm coming. I'm guessing it's the latter because I've had plenty of coffee today. All right, so sub-assembly on a sub-assembly on a sub-assembly. Dark. Dark. What else is going on? So I'm excited to get... Oh, Missy, you said you and your mom would be at the library on June 7th. So I need to remind me at the meeting in a week to remind people if they're at an event to let the event organizers know. I think it's going to be me and you and your mom, and I think George said he wanted to go, and maybe Bart. So I'll put out a call again, and I'll just make sure I have the right number of people. It's super chill. Like we're all going to sit there. We're going to set up our stuff and then kind of like hang out behind our table and be like, hey, what's up? You know? The Maker Fest part of it's really nice because if it's the same as last time, we get like a big horseshoe of tables and we can set up all our stuff. The downside being, since I don't have any stanchions, it's going to be constant vigilance on our models, which is very hard to do when you want to engage with people, like you want to talk to people, but there's also little hands all over the place, little grabby Abbies and grabby Andys. There was grabby Abby, and then there's another one. I'm trying to remember what the boy version of that is, but anyway. So keep that in mind when we're there. I don't have another one of these. Unless I put it in a different place. Was this? Uh-oh. Did I put something else wrong somewhere? Let's go back up. That should be that one. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm missing one. Or I put it in a wrong spot and it didn't trigger. Did this have anything on, there's this set? Nope. Just those two, huh? All right. Okay, and then I put this there. Yep, needs to be that. Huh. All right, well, I'm gonna go grab a part. I think I need a part here that I don't have. And maybe that I have an extra that I'm just not seeing somewhere. Like these can all go over here. So it's very likely they got put into a different pile, and I'm just not seeing that pile. And again, this all got separated and sorted and rebuilt a little bit, so it's very likely that I was missing the part that was needed because it got put away or something, so that's very possible. These guys. Cool. Yeah, it'll be super chill, laid back. And once you set up, like, I think the event is from like 2 to 5 or something like that. So if you want to get there like at 10:30 or 11 and set up and then go get lunch or something, you know, I'm sure there'll be enough people there to cover like watching your stuff. Oh yeah, I got that big old piece right here. Got this last guy in here. This last guy here, and I don't exactly know. It's right there. Still a little dusty on some of these spots. And then another dark tan mushroom. Still pretty cool. That's gonna like the overall effect of that's gonna be great. And one of those. Okay, those are his legs. And here we will attach the legs to the stand. How's this guy's leg attached? On that piece. Like so. Down here. So. Okay. Very stable. Very, very cool. Yeah, I like it. All right. And now I'm going to try to make some room so you can see while we build. So after this, I don't have more sets to build, so we'll go back to doing some design stuff as per usual. Despite the team that I'm rooting for sucking, I still really want to get the stadium complete, so I'll probably do that on Thursday, at least, I think. Yeah, Thursday should be good. So Thursday back to more stadium work. Where's the big old, there we go. Oh, we're actually using some white leaves here. Okay. I need 4 of these apparently. So we'll go ahead and get 4. Gonna have some rogue pink frogs in here. And I didn't go through the rest of the instructions, but maybe he threw a pink frog in there or something. I keep saying he. I don't know who this is. Apologies. Little phlegmy. Pink frogs. Okay, so we're actually... How many frogs? 10. My goodness. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on. I know a lot of these flower things are like, just put them on wherever you feel like it, but it's like, don't tell me that. Show me exactly where to put these on. That's my OCD-ness. So you will be needing pink frogs for this, and I need 6 flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So don't throw your cherry blossom bits away just yet. I mean, I wouldn't think you'd throw them away anyway, but I don't know where that goes. Doesn't really matter. They just go somewhere. When these get overlapped, it's hard to tell like where. There we go. So now we got a little side tree over here, cherry blossom bit in the back. I think that's kind of the nod to the set being an adaptation. Why not have 2 trees in there? Lego related stuff. I'm still trying to think if there's more. I know there was the leak about the Barad-dûr, but I don't know if there's anything else really in the last couple days. Lego Masters coming out next week. For those who are going to watch. Lugs are starting to get their lug bulk, so probably expect some things from them, from, you know, some builders and stuff. See, this, it's asking for more of these. I have a feeling I took apart the branch pieces for this and sorted them back. So, because I feel like I'm missing some. And in the original bonsai instructions, it builds up to a certain point with the macro-ronies, and it makes it seem like you could easily just take off branches from one and put branches on the other, but it's not. You get to a certain point in the instructions and it makes you pick. You say, okay, do you want green or pink? And you say, okay, I want green. And it builds the attachments to the branches a certain way. So if you wanted pink, it's a different kind of attachment, right? So I think what I did was I pulled one off and took it all apart and went, I can sort it later. A dark plate and a light plate. Hopefully I won't have to get too many more of those, but we shall see. Smart use of the green clips here to give it kind of a stronger feel. Trusting you, man. I feel like there's some stuff we're leaving open here. Oh, and I'm short one more of those too. That's crazy. I feel like I missed out on something. Oh, because it's the same pieces. Luckily, they're easily obtainable. These are these. Okay. Aha. Still going swimmingly. It's still fun. Jay Spinnet, hello. How are you? Thank you for being here. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Lego Building Day. What brings you by? You a Lego fan? Lord of the Rings fan? Why not both? Right? I am both. I've come up with the next tattoos that I want. Yeah, these seem like they're different colors. I may have the wrong, like, leaf colors on here. I think these need to be darker green. Do I have that already on here? I'm gonna go back up real quick and look at the tree. And see if it looks obvious that they are a different color. They are. So let's see if I can fix that. Can't really fix it there. And the next thing is to find out if I have 30 of these leaves or not. Building the old Lego Death Star with my own pieces. That's rad. I'm about to start. I think I need that color. 2, 3, 5. So I need 30 total. 1, 2, 3. 5. I just don't think I have 30. 1, 2. So how do you go about doing that? Do you get the whole model and part it out on Bricklink, or are you just going through the instructions and going, and you know, I have that part, I don't have that part, I have that part, I'm going to make do without that part? What's your process for that? Just go through the instructions and say I have that, I don't have that. $20, $25, $30, and then I think I said I needed 33. Let's do 33. Okay. And then go back and replace the ones that I've already got on there. So if you get to a part that you don't have, I think I just asked this. I'm an old man. My brain sometimes doesn't work. Man down. And let's get rid of these. And then see if we can replace all these that we need. So that's a replacement. This is a replacement. I am doing the same thing, Jace, or I've started. I'm going through what pieces I have, and I'm doing the UCS Y-Wing because I keep hearing from people that they've got a copy of it and they'll sell it to me, or they've got the pieces for it and I can get those if I want, and yet I cannot get them to actually come through, and it's been months. So I'm kind of looking at you, Justin. Justin's like, I know a guy who's got this, and he sold me a box of these things. I'm like, cool. He's like, and I was like, if you don't want that Y-Wing, I will buy the pieces off, or I'll buy whatever chunk of the Y-Wing you have on there. All right, let's go back down. where we were. I think we just started here. So that means I'm going to go through and do what you're doing basically, and going through the instructions, and I'm just going to build a part list from Rebrickable and see what I have so I can order the rest and determine whether it's a part that, and the beauty of it being a Y-wing is that it's a junker of a spaceship. Like the Rebels were getting them pretty much from scrap as it was. So it'll be really easy to say, well, they just didn't have that part available. So we'll see how it goes. But I wish you good luck. Feel free to join up on the Discord and post your progress on the work in progress channel, so we can all see what you're doing. Which model of the you said the old Death Star? Is that like the first one they came out with in like the early 2000s? This goes back. Can't tell from this angle where you want me to put that. That's a really odd angle, yo. I think like this. Maybe like that. Guess we'll find out. The 2014 one. Cool, 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 cool. Let's take a look at that. 2014 Lego Death Star. Two zero one four. Nice. Oh, kind of the play one with the TIE Advanced. That'll be fun, man. Oh, so the UCS. It says UCS. Is this the one you're talking about? I don't want to participate in that page. Let's do brick set. Nice. Look at all them figures. Do you have all the figures for it? That's a good collection of figures, man, especially the Imperial Guard and all the officers here. I think you get Tarkin. Very, very cool. Very cool. You don't have the figures? Oh, that's a shame. What happened to my chat? Is it hidden? Well, chat's gone. Don't know what happened there. Okay, so back to this. So we got that log on there. It's going to be these guys and a swivel plate. Are you going to aim to get the figures eventually, or is that not important to you? You just want to build the model itself? As a fan of not really caring about minifigures, I understand not getting them, because like half the time I don't care. All right, so this was that. That seems like a big piece not to have anymore. Did we use that piece already? I didn't think we did. It's not down there. I used 2 under there. How many were there total? Oh, you know what, I bet. Yeah. That was dumb of me. Not paying attention. It's like, that seems to be a really big oversight. Yeah, I wonder what happened to the chat. Not the chat, like what happened to people talking in it. My chat over here. The theme is right. Weird. Did I get an alert? No, my health stream is good. Let's switch up the switch it up and see what it looks like. All right, back down to where we were. Why it pays to pay attention to what you're doing with your instructions, or when you're building. Yeah, especially back to the UCS stuff, especially if the UCS doesn't usually have figures. It'll have, like, anymore, it'll have one figure. Or, you know, like a pilot or something. But it used to be like yours was, or the Mos Eisley was kind of the same thing. Where it was like, yeah, there's 13 figures in this. It really wasn't even considered like a UCS set. It was just a set. So flip this over. We got 1x1 plate here and a clip, background clip here. So when it comes to UCS sets now, I don't even really that's not the important part to me. The important part is the display and the building, like the fun times building. And I got moved over. Okay. Four. So this is a great idea for a hand. These are very loose on here though, so gotta be careful. It will fall off. Turn it over again. And a shield. Oh, this is genius. I forget. That can't really tell how far back that's on there. That these shield pieces have bars on them, as well as, like, you could do so much putting this on the bottom of a ship and then having this bar available to, like, switch the direction of a build. you can, you know, switch the direction of slopes and put greeblings on there and everything. I've got to remember that because that's really, really great. Okay, and then we'll do... So yeah, this is coming across very fun, very nice. Man, there's another one of those Technic pins. I know while I was knolling it out, I wasn't keeping track of the part count. I didn't have a part count list in front of me, but I should have been. And this goes here. I can also tell. Okay, that's good. And this goes in here. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, so excited. 8. So again, if you're just joining, we are building the Ent. We are building an Ent from Lord of the Rings. This is Treebeard, and he is a Rebrickable, and I'll bring this up real quick. A Rebrickable model done by Vanestream. So if you were to go to this link, and I don't know why stuff isn't showing up in my chat anymore. Look real quick in YouTube just to make sure it's showing up there. No, I don't want it added. Yeah, okay, it's there. It's just not showing up on screen, so that's fun. I'm gonna get on Johnny about this software that keeps not working for me. Cool. The chat on screen is not showing up, and I don't know why. It's not a huge deal, but it should be. Like, I feel like I changed something. Like I hit a key or something. It's got the right formats and everything. It's just not showing up. Well, it's not a huge deal. Yeah, moving on. I'll figure it out later. All right. So yeah, that link is good until probably the end of today, if it hasn't already changed, to get this model for free, basically, the instructions for it. After today, it'll be €5, $6, something like that. So get it while you can. And honestly, support the person who's making it. Maybe wait and then go buy it for $5. That's always good too. As someone who's done a lot of their own designs, it would be amazing if people did more of that. Oh, I am short these as well. I need 3 of those. Hope I'm not short anything I don't have anymore, or something that I was using, because that would be a problem. So these are great for the hands. This combination of the handlebars and the machine arms, the mech arms. The middle, the slightly angled bar going in between, they're a little loose there, so just keep that in mind. The bar itself probably is microns thinner. So while you're building it, just be aware of that. Get some more dark tan. Put these in here. Again, this is a super cool and not illegal. The tiles are thinner, so that doesn't stress the studs. But keep in mind while you're building with these that they're not in there great, and they could come off. And I'm gonna have to go get another one of these Technic bars. Ooh, and a dark. So I needed a circle, a round plate, and a bar. I'll be right back. So again, word to the wise. This build involves the entirety of the wow, brain just went away. Bonsai set. So don't, if you've got like an extra bag of pieces somewhere, don't throw them away or don't sort them back in. Thank you, Missy. I appreciate you being there for my addled brain. All right, we're getting to the head. This is the fun part. Almost done. So yeah, we're gonna go a little long, but I want to make sure to get this done so everyone can see. That's that. Oh man, another. Okay. I hope this is the last of this because I don't have any more of these that I can see, and it's really hard to see dark brown over there where it's not lit really well. So going forward, I think I'm just gonna have to use reddish brown. We'll see how that goes. Right. I appreciate you being out here with me. I hope you all are having a great day. A good Mother's Day. And if you're not a mom, I hope you have a good Sunday. Really? There's nothing on that. Oh. You tricksy little hobbit. Then flip it back. And oh, nope. Dang it. I can't find another dark circle 2x2 round plate, so I'm just going to use a regular reddish brown one, and I'll go back later if it is obvious that it needs to be that, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. Sorry I was gone for a while. Looking between brown and black and dark brown is really hard in a shadowy. Like, I know it's the middle of the day, but like that section of my room is not lit very well. All right. Aha. I don't think it'll matter though. But again, keep all your parts for that, because it will come into play later. Okay, we're gonna handlebar. Do I have two handlebars in here? I missed something. I really missed something. Oh, that's the top. Okay. Oh, stay together. I was gonna say there's two clips on that. That's not right. Yeah, this might be one I have to go change out or something. because I think his face needs to be a little darker, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. Because it's going to be very hidden. And here's the piece we were waiting on the whole time. Frog is the nose. I don't think that's it fully yet, but that's his nose right there. And his little upper lip with the beard. It's gonna be great. We're getting down to just a few pieces here, so I think we're almost done. Yeah, breaking down the set, building it, screwing up a couple times, having to go back and redo it, look for other pieces. Taking about 2 hours total. So if you're really into doing this, and then again, I'm missing 2 of those bricks. Double check to make sure you got all your parts before you start this in Denver. I think this is an illegal build. I think putting studs inside of Technic bricks is technically illegal in that it stresses out the brick. But I don't think I do it all the time. But I think it's not proper, whatever that means. Oh no! Short one of those. All right, well, let me go see if I got one of those handy. Always handy. I need 2. Meh. Okay, let me go get another one. Am I short on mech arms here too? Need 1 more mech arm and 1 more bar. This is one of those where I think that's it because this is the last brown one I had. So it better be the last one because I don't have any more of those. Two of these. I only had 1. That's not good. Step 172, where are we? 172. Did I miss something here? I have no idea what that means. 172 switches 175. Oh, okay. I don't think this is so random because I don't think I have another one of these mustache pieces. I feel like that's the only one that was on the set. I don't think I have more of those. Apparently I do. This may have been an extra. And I just put it away. Oh, this is going to be really cheeky. You're putting both of these in one clip. That's going to come out so easily. I don't like this much at all. Both of those pieces are in one clip. So that's really dodgy. So keep that in mind while you're making it. That and the mushrooms on the branches and stuff. What the what? Okay, yeah, got that. Oh, okay, there we go. Whew. I was like, I do not understand. God, I hope I only have one of these. Need one of these. Okay, we're attaching this now. Whoa. That's pretty cool with his white eyes in there. And the frog is his nose. All right, we got one other thing that he's doing. I think he's holding up bits of stone, so we're gonna crank on this real quick. Thought my camera locked up there for a second. Like, of course, on top of everything else. The little round tiles in all the different locations adds a nice little kind of foresty, old school, or old ancient kind of look to everything. Moss on rocks and things. So it's a lot of, it's very charming. I like it a lot. And a good, like, bit of instruction on how to kind of do your own landscaping later. You know, ideas for that. Mushrooms, growth out of trees. Things like that. So take note. Yeah, this is just a rock. Apparently he throws this. Oh, and that's it. So, oh, and this is pretty cool. It tells you like where to attach these things in a photograph. So that's great. So let's attach these, because these are squirrely and already partially bent from being on the bonsai for so long. But it's hard to do that in and that's why that's there. It's hard to do this in studio. Not really sure that that's working really well, but it just says go through here. It's around. Oh, it goes around one more time. Like, that's not on there very good. All right, cool. And the other one goes here. Wraps around, oops, a couple times. Trying to keep this all in camera so everybody can see it. Cool. All right, now we need Mary and Pippin, minus their lembas and their carrots. We can give them a rock to throw. Is there a stud in there? Nope, he just kind of sits in there. I think he holds on to this. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Those will probably say like, yeah. Well, Pippin, hold on to that. So there's these little handlebars in here that the little hobbits can hold on to. Cool. I don't know how this is. Oh, there was stuff on this. Nope, there wasn't. Thought there was. It's not really important, but and there's leftover things in here, so if you wanted to do anything with what's left over, or leaves, that kind of thing. So there you go. This is with all the parts. This is Treebeard from, thank you, from a bonsai set. So if you have, remove jumper plate for some posability. So there's a jumper plate right there on his hip. If you want to take that off, he will bend at the waist, which I don't want to do right now. If you want to see more MOCs by this builder, some of these look amazing. You can go to their Rebrickable site, and they've got a ton of stuff up here. So, you know, a lot of good stuff in here. Hello, Precision Bricks. How are you? Thanks for being here. Yeah, I was just about getting ready to be done. So a lot of these are like, it looks like he's got, or they've got a few that are, if you've got this set, Raiders of the Lost Ark set, you can make this thing, right? Which is really kind of what Rebrickable was founded on, was more of, I've got a set, what else can I make with it? Here's another, if you've got the bonsai tree, you can make a tree house kind of thing. So this is really cool. So yeah, so this turned out really good. I'm very excited with it. I'm excited to put it with the, I'll just stick it up with my Rivendell. I think it'll go good. I'll bring it to the meeting, our lug meeting next week. I think everybody in the planet is probably doing this. So if if you want to go get the instructions, get them while they're free. I don't think they'll be free for much longer. But yeah. So I hope you all have a good Mother's Day. Rest of your day, if you're, not celebrating Mother's Day, at least have a good rest of your weekend. And hopefully I will talk to you soon. I'll be back Thursday to do some Q2 designing, unless some other fun idea comes up. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.